You feel it right now, don't you? That sick twist in your gut when someone says, I love you, and something inside you screams liar. You smile back. You say it too, but deep down you know they're wrapping their fingers tighter around your throat with every word. And the worst part? You let them. You always let them. Because you were trained to believe love feels like chains. Listen, they never loved you. They loved the version of you that obeyed. They loved the version of you that shut up when they raised their voice. They loved the version of you that apologized for having needs. That's not love. That's ownership wearing a mask made of your insecurities. Here's what nobody ever told you. The people who pretend to love you the hardest are usually the ones who need to control you the most. And they're masters at it. They studied you. They mapped every crack in your soul and pour their poison exactly where it hurts. They know if they give you just enough warmth, you'll ignore the blade. You think I'm being dramatic? Tell me why every time they forgave you, you felt smaller. Tell me why every time they said, I'm only hard on you because I care, you believed it even while you cried yourself to sleep. Tell me why you still flinch when someone new says, I love you too fast. Because you've been trained. Like a dog that gets kicked and still crawls back wagging its tail. Because sometimes a kick is followed by a treat. That's you. That's what they turned you into. And they're laughing because you still call it love. Let me show you exactly how they do it. Step by step. So the next time someone pulls this on you, your body will reject it before your mind even catches up. First move, love bombing. They drown you in attention, compliments, future faking. You're the only one who gets me. I've never felt this way before. We're soulmates. They say it in week 1. Your brain lights up like heroin. Dopamine flood. You're addicted before you even know their middle name. That's not romance. That's drug dealing. Second move, they create dependency. They become your everything overnight. Your best friend, your therapist, your entertainment, your validation machine. They isolate you slowly. Your friends don't really get you like I do. Your family stresses you out. Just talk to me. You don't notice you stopped answering group chats. You don't notice you only leave the house with them. You just feel closer to them. Congratulations. You're in a cage with the door still open, but you're too scared to walk through it. Third move, the slow twist. They start criticizing. Small at first. Babe, that dress makes you look cheap. You're too sensitive. I'm joking. Why can't you take a joke? Each jab is followed by affection, so you question your own reaction. You start walking on eggshells. You start editing yourself before you speak. You start apologizing for existing. And here's the part that will make you want to throw up. They trained you to police yourself. You don't need them in the room anymore. You hear their voice in your head telling you you're too much, too loud, too needy, too broken. They can go silent for days, and you'll still punish yourself exactly how they taught you. Fourth move, intermittent reinforcement, the most powerful addiction tool on earth. They give you crumbs after starving you. One nice text after 20 ignored ones. One hug after a week of cold shoulder. Your nervous system explodes with relief. You cry. You thank them. You promise to be better. You just got rewarded for tolerating abuse. That's Pavlov. That's Vegas slot machines. That's why you stay. Fifth move, gaslighting masterpiece. They rewrite history. I never said that. You're remembering wrong. You're crazy. Everyone thinks you're overreacting. Suddenly you're defending your own sanity instead of defending your boundaries. You start carrying a notebook to prove you're not losing your mind. They laugh because now you look insane to everyone else too. Sixth move, triangulation. They bring in third parties. My ex never acted like this. My mom thinks you're selfish. Even the waiter could tell you were in a mood. Now you're competing with ghosts for love you never actually had. You perform harder. You shrink more. You beg for approval that was never coming. Seventh move, the discard. When you finally start waking up, when you finally say, wait, this hurts, they leave cold, overnight. Sometimes with someone new already lined up. And they make sure you know. They post a new supply. They tell mutual friends you're unstable. They destroy your reputation while playing victim. And you You're on the bathroom floor, begging them to come back. You're sending paragraphs at 3 a.m. You're offering to change anything, everything, because they trained your brain good. You think rock bottom is losing them. No, rock bottom is realizing you never had them. They were never yours to lose. You were theirs to use. But here's what you never saw coming. Every single one of those moves was calculated. They knew exactly what they were doing. They watched you light up when they love bombed. They saw you panic when they went cold. They felt you crumble when they compared you to others. And they kept notes, like a predator studying prey patterns. And the sickest part? Sometimes they actually believe their own lies. Sometimes they cry real tears while destroying you. Sometimes they say, "I'm broken too," while breaking you more. That's how good the mask is. That's how dangerous they are. You want to know the profile? The ones who do this best are usually wounded themselves, abandoned, abused, neglected. They learn early that love is control, because control is safety. They learn that if they attach hard and fast, you won't leave first. They learn that if they make you need them, they'll never be alone again. But understanding them doesn't mean forgiving them. Understanding them means you finally stop blaming yourself. Because right now you're doing it. You're replaying every fight thinking, if I was less sensitive, if I communicated better, if I was prettier, smarter, calmer. Stop. They would have done it to Mother Teresa. They would have done it to anyone who threatened their control by having needs. Listen close. The moment someone makes your peace dependent on their mood, run. The moment someone's love feels like walking through a minefield, run. The moment you have to earn affection that should be free, run. But you won't run. Not yet, because you're still addicted to the crumbs. You're still waiting for the version of them that existed in week 1 to come back. Newsflash, that version never existed. It was bait. Here's the truth that will burn. They chose you because you were empathic, because you were forgiving, because you believed in second chances, because you saw the best in people. They chose you because you were everything they weren't, and they wanted to own it. They wanted to cage the light they could never produce themselves. And you let them because someone taught you love hurts. Someone taught you love is sacrifice. Someone taught you love means losing yourself to keep them. Probably your parents. Probably the first person who ever said, "I love you," while making you feel unlovable. This is generational poison, and you're drinking it like water. But you feel the shift happening right now, don't you? That rage bubbling up. That grief for the years you wasted. That disgust to how small you became. Good. Feel it all. That fires your rebirth. Because here's what happens when you finally see it. You stop attracting them. Predators smell healed prey from a mile away and keep walking. The moment you stop accepting crumbs, the universe stops sending beggars. You think leaving is the hard part? No. Leaving is easy compared to rebuilding. The detox. The nights you'll almost text them because your nervous system is screaming for the drug. The moments you'll doubt your own memories because the gaslighting was that good. The triggers that will hit years later when someone new shows you real love and you panic because it feels unsafe. But you will rebuild. Stronger. Meaner. With boundaries like prison walls. You'll become the person they pretended to be. You'll become dangerous to manipulators because you'll spot them in the first sentence. You'll become the safe space you always gave others but never had yourself. And one day someone will say, "I love you," and you won't flinch. You'll feel it in your body before your mind catches up. You'll know it's real because it doesn't come with a price tag. It doesn't come with silence when you have needs. It doesn't come with comparisons and criticisms and cages. But until then, you protect that heart like it's the last clean thing in a dirty world. You stop explaining yourself to people who weaponize your words. You stop shrinking to make insecure people comfortable. You stop calling manipulation passion. You stop calling control protection. You stop calling abuse love. Because the next time someone tries to love bomb you, you'll laugh. The next time someone tries to isolate you, you'll vanish. The next time someone tries to gaslight you, you'll record everything. The next time someone discards you, you'll throw a party. You're not the same person they broke. You're the person who survived the breaking and came out sharp. And if you're watching this right now with tears streaming, shaking, finally understanding why you felt crazy for years, this is your permission slip to be angry, to be done, to delete their number, to block them everywhere, to tell the truth to everyone they lied to about you, to stop protecting people who never protected you. This is your awakening. Comment, "I see it now." If you're done letting people pretend to love you, just control you. I want to see how many of us are finally free. Subscribe, because every video from now on is going to arm you against the predators you never saw coming. Share this with the one person you know is stuck in this right now. They need to hear they're not crazy. You're not broken. You were just loved by someone who confuses control with connection. Never again. You're free now. Welcome to the other side.